Learn English through stories. There are many different imaginary stories about the creation of the world and how things came to be. Now, this is the next tale, and it tells how the camel got his big hump. Name of the story: How the Camel Got His Hump. In the beginning of years, when the world was so new and all, and the animals were just beginning to work for man, there was a camel, and he lived in the middle of a howling desert because he did not want to work. And besides, he was a howler himself. So he ate sticks and thorns, and tamaricks and milkweed, and prickles, most excruciating idle. And when anybody spoke to him, he said, "Hum, just hum, and no more." Presently, the horse came to him on Monday morning, with a saddle on his back and a bit in his mouth, and said, "Camel, oh camel, come out and trot like the rest of us." "Hum," said the camel, and the horse went away and told the men. Presently, the dog came to him with a stick in his mouth and said, "Camel, oh camel, come and fetch and carry like the rest of us." "Hum," said the camel, and the dog went away and told the men. Presently, the ox came to him with the yoke on his neck and said, "Camel, oh camel, come and plow like the rest of us." "Hum," said the camel, and the ox went away and told the men. At the end of the day, the men called the horse and the dog and the ox together and said, "Three, oh three, I'm very sorry for you, with the world so new and all. But that thing in the desert can't work, or he would have been here by now. So I am going to leave him alone, and you must work double time to make it up for it." That made the three very angry, with the world so new and all. Three were very angry, and they held a palaver and an indeba and a panchayat and a powwow on the edge of the desert. And the camel came chewing on milkweed, most excruciating idle, and laughed at them. Then he said, and went away again. Presently there came along the jinn in charge of all deserts, rolling in a cloud of dust. Jinn always travel that way because it is magic. And he stopped it to palaver and powwow with the three. "Jinn of all deserts," said the horse, "is it right for anyone to be idle with the world so new and all?" "Certainly not," said the jinn. "Well," said the horse, "there is a thing in the middle of your howling desert, and he is a howler himself, with a long neck and long legs, and he hasn't done a stroke of work since Monday morning. He won't trot." Said the jinn, whistling. "That's my camel, for all the gold in Arabia. What does he say about it?" "He says, hum," said the dog, "and he won't fetch and carry." "Does he say anything else?" "Only hum, and he won't plow," said the ox. "Very good," said the jinn. "I'll hump him." if you will kindly wait a minute." The jinn rolled himself up in his dusk cloak and took a bearing across the desert and found the camel. Most excruciatingly idle, looking at his own reflection in a pool of water. "My long and bubbling friend," said the jinn, "what's this? I hear of your doing no work, with the world so new and all." "Hump," said the camel. The jinn sat down with his chin in his hand and began to think a great magic, while the camel looked at his own reflection in the pool of water. "You have given the 3 extra work ever since Monday morning, all on account of your excruciating idleness," said the jinn, and he went on thinking magics with his chin in his hand. "Hump," said the camel. "I shouldn't say that again if I were you," said the jinn. "You might say it once too often. Bubbles, I want you to work." And the camel said, "Hump," again. But no sooner had he said it than he saw his back that he was so proud of, puffing up into a great big lolloping hump. "Do you see that?" said the jinn. "That's your very own hump that you have brought upon your very own self by not working. Today is Thursday, and you have done no work since Monday. When the work began, now you are going to work." "How can I?" said the camel, "with his hump on my back?" "That's made a purpose," said the jinn. "All because you missed those 3 days. You will be able to work now for 3 days without eating, because you can live on your hump. And don't you ever say, 'I never did anything for you.' Came out of the desert and go to the tree and behave hump yourself." And the camel hummed himself, hump and all, and went away to join the tree. And from that day to this, the camel always wears a hump. We call it hump now, not to hurt his feelings, but he has never yet caught up with the 3 days that he missed at the beginning of the world. And he has never yet learned how to behave.